Yo guys, what's up? It's me to Restore again, and in today's video we're going to be doing something pretty different, and this is going to be a Twisted Iceberg video. But please, before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. Then let's go. Skylayer starts with 227 meme. It began as a developer joke about extreme in-game temperatures and turned into a long-running Discord inside joke. And it's not just a number anymore, it's basically part of the community identity. And then there's Pink TV as being confused with EFI ratings. Players constantly mix the game's tornado system with real-life skills, even with guards explaining it. And this confusion became a running problem in the community, unfortunately. April 1st, 2021 stands out as a major chaos event. The entire update was a joke, including replacing the sun with a the baby image. It set the tone for how enhanced April Fool's updates could get. And another important point is the soon meme. Every time players asked for updates, developers responded with soon, and it became one of the most iconic running jokes in the Twisted history. And then, though Boeing is also notable, a physics bug that allowed vehicles to get launched across the map using game mechanics, and it became one of the most remembered glitches. On surface, Big Brother is a key event. It was a bot inspired by 1984 that once pinged the entire server, causing massive chaos before being permanently removed. And Toffee is another major community myth, and also not tofu. Toffee instead of tofu. I hope you got the logic. Starting as a joke about a developer's female version and evolving into a long-running inside joke across Discord server. And NFU meme also matters. And also NFU, which stands for Nature's Fury Unleashed, is a Roblox game, like kind of similar to Twisted. A map similarity with another game led to a crossover joke that even became an in-game Easter egg before being removed later. And Lancaster is important too. A YouTuber got permanently banned after a stream incident involving spam rates and marking one of the first major external creator conflicts. Actually, Below Surface has more serious community history. Particularly Dangerous Sausage is a classic copypasta that survived from old chat logs and became part of community meme culture. And the second one, big, his S is not scanning, comes from a Doe bug where weed detection failed and turning into a widely used joke. Loading music refers to the different soundtrack eras of the game, something players still remember as part of its sound identity. And finally, Hash Browns is a random chat moment that somehow became a long-running inside joke. Middle is the layer where developer culture, community structure, and smaller but important innocence start to pack up. Tester VC is one of the key parts here. It was a private voice channel used by testers and staff, but it became known for inactivity, awkward conversations, and occasional moderation drama behind the scenes. Chase is another notable figure. He was heavily involved in a chasing group but became controversial due to constant advertising and friction with staff eventually requiring admin intervention. And Twitter Beta instead of Twisted Beta as a joke about Xbox compatibility. But unlike most memes, it actually turned into a real feature later, most probably in 1.18 or 1.19. It's a rare case where community irony became development reality. And finally, developer cars are also important in this layer. Custom vehicles made by developers like unique or experimental designs became ironic and iconic inside the community and are still remembered as part of the game's identity. Well, deeper is where things stop being just comedy drama and start involving real consequences and serious innocence. Mark Payton's stream hijack is one of the biggest events here. A live stream was stripped with malicious audio spam during gameplay, which escalated into a major incident. It led to a permanent bans and changed how external servers were handled. XYD estimation reason is another major case. Internal investigations revealed manipulation, abusive controls inside staff circles, and private chat behavior that caused a full staff fallout. It's one of the clearest examples of internal power abuse in the community. And Savannah is also a key entry. A user was banned after repeated violation involving inappropriate conversation and suspected identity deception. What makes this serious is how long the behavior went unnoticed before action was taken. And finally, the Great Fall of blah blah refers to a repeated mass spam incident involving explicit content flooding servers. And yeah, it wasn't a one-time joke, it happened multiple times and directly forced stricter moderation systems. And finally, the deepest section. I want you to listen me extremely carefully here because there are some real life consequences and more. Starting with Fox. Fox is the most important figure here. He was accused of manipulation, power abuse, and deliberately splitting parts of the community through private groups and control over staff dynamics. His action caused long-term fractures in the server structure, and his eventual removal is considered a major turning point in Twisted's history. And the second one being Ontario car makers. Actually, this one includes two developers who both ended up permanently banned due to the severe misconduct. Their cases led to a major moderation policy changes, especially around sub behavior and private interactions. It also exposed how much influence developers had inside the community before stricter rules were enforced. And the third one being IROC. IROC is one of the most serious cases tied to the real world consequences. It involved inappropriate relationships with a minor and escalated to police involvement. This incident pushed moderation beyond just in-game punishment and into external legal territory. And Mont. Mont is another related case involving repeated inappropriate behavior from a younger user. While less severe than others in this layer, it still contributed to wider concerns about safety and moderation gaps in the community. And the final one being the Russian invasion. The Russian invasion misinformation event closes this layer. A false narrative about external hacker groups spread rapidly on May 2023, complete with fabricated evidence. It caused panic across the community before being fully debunked and permanently banned, showing how easily fear and misinformation can escalate inside the tech community. So overall, the Twisted Iceberg starts with simple community memes and developer jokes, but slowly turns into a mix of game history, internal drama, moderation issues, and real consequences outside of the game. And what looks like random jokes at the top actually connects to how the community grew, broke apart, and changed over the time. And the deeper layers show that it wasn't just a Roblox server, it was a full social structure with its own problems, conflicts, and turning points. And yeah, that was basically everything about the Twisted Iceberg. Light at the top, messy in the middle, and finally serious at the bottom.